What if I told you that in myths across Asia, the number of tails on a creature wasn't just decoration, but the ultimate symbol of power, wisdom, and even danger? From nine-tailed foxes to double-tailed cats, let's dive into the legendary world of multi-tailed beings. In many traditions, tails aren't just physical features. They're a meter of supernatural energy. The more tails, the stronger, older, and wiser the being becomes. So, grab your tea, sit back, and let's explore the foxes, cats, and mystical beasts that legends say once roamed our world. The Kitsune of Japan. Let's start with perhaps the most famous of them all, the Japanese Kitsune. In Japanese folklore, Kitsune are fox spirits known for their intelligence and magical powers. A Kitsune can grow up to 9 tails, but they don't get them all at once. With each century of life or each great leap in wisdom, they earn another tail. When a Kitsune finally gains the 9th tail, its fur turns either shining white or gold, marking it as nearly godlike. These 9-tailed foxes, called Kyubi no Kitsune, are said to bend reality itself, creating illusions, transforming into beautiful humans, and even possessing people's dreams. But Kitsune are not one-dimensional. Some legends portray them as tricksters who love to play with humans, while others cast them as guardians, protectors, and even messengers of the Shinto deity, Inari. Huli Jing of China. Traveling to China, we meet the Huli Jing, another magical fox spirit. Just like the Kitsune, the Huli Jing can also grow 9 tails, but their morality is a little more complicated. Some Huli Jing are benevolent and bring good fortune, while others are seducers, leading humans astray. Their ability to shapeshift is legendary, often taking the form of a stunning woman. The more tails a Huli Jing has, the older and more powerful it is, just like its Japanese cousin. Interestingly, some Taoist texts describe these creatures as spiritual tests. If you resist their illusions, you gain enlightenment. If not, you fall into ruin. Nekomata and Bakaneko, the double-tailed cats of Japan. Not all multi-tailed creatures are foxes. In Japan, cats too can evolve into supernatural beings. A Bakaneko begins as an ordinary cat, but as it ages, especially if mistreated, it transforms into a magical yokai. If it lives long enough, its tail splits into 2 and it becomes a Nekomata. Nekomata are feared for their sinister abilities. Legends say they can reanimate corpses, summon fireballs, and manipulate the dead like puppets. Imagine your house cat suddenly standing on 2 legs, speaking in a human voice with 2 writhing tails behind it. Creepy, right? But not all stories are dark. Some portray Nekomata as wise and protective if treated with kindness. Gumiho of Korea has its own version of the 9-tailed fox, the Gumiho. Unlike the Japanese Kitsune or Chinese Huli Jing, the Gumiho is often depicted as much darker. Traditional stories describe them as malevolent spirits who devour the hearts or livers of humans to survive. Yet in modern retellings, especially in Korean dramas and novels, the Gumiho has taken on a more sympathetic role, sometimes trying to overcome its monstrous nature to live peacefully among humans. This duality makes the Gumiho one of the most fascinating figures in East Asian mythology. Baize, the many-tailed beast of China. Now let's shift to a rarer but equally intriguing creature, the Baize. Baize is usually described as a divine beast, a guardian of knowledge, appearing to emperors to warn them about demons. While not always depicted with multiple tails, some versions of the legend portray it as a many-tailed lion-like creature. Its gift? The ability to catalog thousands of monsters and teach humans how to protect themselves. Think of Baize as the mythological encyclopedia in beast form, a symbolism of many tails. So what does it all mean? Across cultures, tails are power. 1 tail is ordinary. 2 tails mean transformation. 9 tails represent the peak of supernatural existence. Each added tail is a badge of wisdom, strength, and danger. It's no coincidence that these legends come from societies where foxes and cats were already mysterious, nocturnal, intelligent, and unpredictable. Adding more tails amplified their mystery into divine or demonic levels. From playful Kitsune to terrifying Nekomata, and from seductive Huli Jing to the tragic Gumiho, multi-tailed creatures remind us that myths are not just stories. They're mirrors of how humans once viewed nature, power, and the unknown. So next time you see a fox, a cat, or even a mysterious shadow at night, take a second glance. Maybe, just maybe, there's more than one tale following behind. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next adventure into the legends of the world.